I'm Lauren of Lauren Leslie Studio. Welcome to my class, Pattern Passion, where we're going to teach you how to draw motifs for your surface pattern designs. I've been a designer for the last 10 years, 7 of which I've worked as a textile designer, and I'm super excited to let you know that my outdoor rugs are selling in Target this season. So just wanted to let you know that before we dive into the class. Okay, so lesson 1, we're going to talk about how to choose your style. Before we can get started drawing motifs for your patterns, we need to know what the heck you're going to make and what you want your style to be. So that way, when you've created 5 to 10 patterns, they look cohesive and they can go in a collection together. So there are a range of styles consistently seen in the marketplace. We want to identify which style feels the most like you and your audience. So I'm going to just go over a few different styles that may resonate with you. There's so many styles out there, I can't go over all of them, but I do want to go over some main ones that might resonate with you and your design brand. So number 1 is modern. Modern can be a lot of different things, but in this case, it's going to be kind of abstract, geometric shapes, a lot of overlapping, just very creative, but very updated and modern. The second one is traditional. Now, this may feel more like you if you like damasks, if you like kind of intricate designs, and you maybe kind of are inspired by Renaissance or the Middle Ages, or just a lot of detail. Another style is global eclectic, sometimes called boho or bohemian. It's going to remind you of stores like Anthropologie or maybe Free People, and it has a lot of fringe, and it's really funky, and it is sort of this global, worldly type of style. So the next style is transitional, or sometimes called casual. Now this style is going to be kind of in between traditional and something that's a little bit more modern. It really sits in between so that, it's not too intricate the way traditional is, but it does still have some nice detail. Generally, it's scaled up, and that helps give it a lot more of a casual vibe. The last style I'm going to go over is glam. Now, this might include some metallics, it might include some more feminine elements, and it's overall just a really fun style to design in. So let's dive into lesson 2. Lesson 2 is to research your references. Now that you know what style you want to create in, we have to find some reference images. Again, not to copy, but to give you a little bit of a starting place for drawing your motifs. So you'll want to dig deep into your style and build a mood board of inspiration. Now, before you can build your mood board, you're going to have to do quite a bit of research. My recommendation is to create a list of websites that inspire you, and websites and retailers, actually. Some of my go-tos include Design Sponge, obviously Pinterest. Pinterest is just awesome. Blog11 is another one. It's a site that keeps track of all the blogs I follow, including one of my favorite blogs, which is Print and Pattern Blog. I also love to look at Apartment Therapy. I like to look at Pattern Curator, Print Fresh, and if I'm going to retail stores, I like to look at kind of trendy boutiques or chains like Anthropologie and Target. So once you have your list, take a minute to write down characteristics you find in common. Are you seeing a lot of organic lines or geometric shapes? Does the artwork have a young, fresh vibe, or maybe it has a sense of timelessness? Do you feel energized and hyped up by the color palette, or do you feel kind of this calming, wistful sense of nostalgia? Are you gravitating towards a more playful vibe? Maybe you're supposed to be in kids markets and you need to be researching more like kids stores like Pottery Barn Kids or Baby Gap. Or perhaps your vibe is going towards a more sophisticated look. As you are conducting your research, you'll want to drop your images into an inspiration folder on your computer or pin the reference images onto a Pinterest board. That also works just as well. And as you're working, you'll start to notice images that belong in the same family and feel related to each other. Continue to narrow down your findings and create little subfolders or additional Pinterest boards so that the overall aesthetic of each category starts to really look cohesive. At that point, you'll know it's time to create your mood board. You can create your mood board in Photoshop, PowerPoint, or Keynote, any kind of those programs. It really doesn't matter. You're not presenting this. It doesn't have to look amazing, but it does need to inspire you with your most favorite images.